All right. So I guess now you understand what the plan was.
Absolutely. At Colts Law, we talk Indianapolis Colts football.
We're going to stick to what we know, fundamentals and technique, 1% better every day.
Welcome back to Colts Law. I'm Lawrence Owen, and today we have our live game reaction. Yeah, that's right. We got the Las Vegas Raiders heading to Lucas Oil Stadium in the Indianapolis Colts. The Raiders right now, not one of the funnest teams in the NFL to watch. Nearly everybody is picking the Indianapolis Colts to win this game. Outside of like Maurice Jones-Drew, which the day Maurice Jones-Drew picks the Colts to win a game is the day that the Colts are no longer in the AFC South, because he would prefer the Jaguars, obviously, to take off and win the division. He is incredibly biased in everything that he has to say when it comes to the Indianapolis Colts. It just is what it is. And that's right. I focused on that right now. But we are going to go ahead and get into this. We got a lot of guys that's not going to be on this game today because of injuries. So what we need to do is go ahead and look at who is in, who is out. So let's look and see who they got. Inactives for the Colts game today: Eric Stokes, cornerback; Jermaine Pratt, linebacker; Caleb Rogers, the guard; Michael Meyer, tight end. Brock Bowers. That's going to hurt him a lot because, and then leaky photo. Look, obviously, the Brock Bowers thing, huge hit for them. Because if there's one section that the Colts do not defend well, it's over the middle of the field, especially with the linebackers. And Brock Bowers could have took advantage of that and could have been a really, really big weapon, for Geno Smith. Now, obviously, Geno Smith has not been playing very well, but is what it is. 9 of you guys in here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Please smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tag that notification bell so that you are notified next time I go live or upload a video. And while we're here, I need to share something with you guys. As you can see here, Hermit Crabbit, who is in here, shout out to you. 3 days ago, dropped a $3 tip and use the link in the description, the one that is scrolling across the bottom of this screen currently. Says our offensive line got some criticism on the net. How do you think they did versus the Rams? And I'm going to say that I think they did pretty decent outside of the right guard. Granted, the right guard is a backup for a reason. We get our starter back. Considering the Rams have one of the better defensive lines in football, and JT still averaged 4.5 yards a carry. And I think Daniel got sacked, twice? One of them was a strip sack. That was off the edge. Look, they got some really good defensive linemen, and they blitz. So, yeah. I don't think – now, granted, you got Max Crosby you got to deal with on the other side. And he's probably going to line up on the inside. Generally, he lines up on the same spot every single time. Now, he will do stunts and stuff, which will put him on the right guard. But our right guard is back, a starter, so that's good. I do feel like our offensive line should do well this week with everybody back on the team. Now, let's get back this. What up? What up, Basil, Daniel, Hermit, Scott, Dan Hack. Appreciate everybody in here. Speed. What's up, guys? Yeah, I feel like, and I said in my preview, I feel like this should be at least a double-digit win, because this Raiders defense, not that good. All right, not that good at all. But what we do need to do is check up on the Colts, because I do know one major name that's not going to be playing today due to the fact that he was unable to get back from the concussion. Do we not have that? Did they not? There it is. Found it. All right. So the Colts inactives, Tyler Goodson, which is expected. Buddy Johnson, obvious. Eric Johnson, the second defensive tackle. Riley Leonard. Luke Tenuta, the tackle. The two guys that's going to hurt, Kenny Moore, Alec Pierce. Kenny Moore still dealing with his injury. The calf, I think. No, it's a leg injury. Maybe it's a hamstring. I thought it was a calf, though. Not 100%. Alec Pierce, man, was unable after 2 weeks to get off that concussion protocol. He had full practices on Wednesday and Thursday, but when they come off of practice from Thursday, I guess he wasn't feeling well, so they just shut it down. And absolutely, they should do that. 100% they need to do that, right? Don't screw with a concussion. Let the guy heal. As much as I'd love to have him, I'd rather have him for a game that we are going to probably need him for. Now, there's some big questions going out there right now after what happened last week against the Rams on whether or not and how much Adonai Mitchell should be playing in this game. And I feel like there's not a person in the world that's down on Adonai Mitchell more than Adonai Mitchell after the game he had against the Rams. He's got to focus, right? He's got to focus on stuff. He's too worried about celebrating. Now, the holding penalty, that's just a guy who hasn't had enough time to learn how to block properly. All right. It usually takes time for guys to learn how to block unless you really put it into your focus to do so. And I got a feeling that Reggie Wayne is going to be on him about that. He is known for celebrating every single catch, right? And that was a problem going into the end zone. I think they're going to probably kind of clamp down on that. I feel like he'll play today. All right. Now, granted, Doolin will probably get more snaps than him. But look, you just can't keep a guy with that kind of talent on the sidelines. He makes mistakes, yes. But he's got to learn. And I guess benching him will help teach him, hey, you got to focus more. I mean, that's what we did with Anthony Richardson after he tapped himself out, right? So, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Frankly, I'd say cut his snaps because we still need to give wide receivers breaks and stuff. Granted, I like Gould, but we need someone who can, break someone on the outside. And Doolin, and Pittman are our only outside guys. We got a couple inside guys in Gould and obviously Downs. So he'll need to play some snaps to give some of our wide receivers breaks on the outside. But that's just my thoughts on it. All right. I would have been more focused on him during practice, during team meetings. I would have got in his feelings during the very first team meeting, right? Put that shit right up on the board and be like, here is exactly what you do not do when you make a big play. Make a fool of yourself, right? We've seen that. As a matter of fact, you know, didn't they play that when who was that linebacker that on a kickoff ran and then tripped over his own feet and did a tumble forward, got back up and took off, right? And they were like, "Yep, that's not what you do." I'm sure AD got some similar treatment in that situation, so not too worried about it. I'm sure the Colts are dealing with it fine. It sucks, but is what it is. I think he will have limited snaps though this week. But let's move on since we got that. I feel like this is a game, like I said, that the Colts should win by double digits. And not just should, they better. And I don't mean just like 9 points. I mean like more than 2 touchdowns. Okay? This defense is not going to be able to hold our offense, even without Alec Pierce. The only way they do that is if Max Crosby takes over this game, which, let's be fair, he's perfectly capable of doing. Okay? Max Crosby, top 5 edge rusher in the league. Dude can take over a game. Okay? But outside of that, not a lot to go. Woohoo! What a great defense by the Raiders, right? So if the Colts don't have at least 400 total yards, and you got to remember, the Colts are top 5 in almost every offensive statistical category in the NFL through 4 weeks. All right. If they are not at least 400 yards total passing and rushing, I'm going to be very upset with this team. We could win, and I would still be upset. If we win 13-10, I'll be pissed. I'll be happy that we won, and we'll go 4-1. We'll go 4-1, which obviously the end numbers are, but that doesn't spell very good for the future of the Colts if you only win 13-10 over the Raiders, right? You get what I'm saying here? Yeah, you do not play down to teams, period. You go out there, you play your best football for 4 quarters. And that's how you do things. Maybe not a full like, the game against the Titans after the 3rd quarter, we were up by like 4 touchdowns and, it's time to put, backups in. That don't count. I'm talking about when the starters are in there, you play your best. When the backups are in there, you play your best. But there's obviously going to be a level differential between, in production and efficiency between the starters and the backups. All right. Basil, has anyone heard anything or mentioned about Kenny and how long he's going to be out with the Achilles? That's it. I remember it was a calf at first, and then it became an Achilles. And I feel like Daniel's pretty close. You got to remember, the Colts had an opportunity to drop him on IR. They said no, which means they expected him to be back within 4 weeks or less. Now, if they still feel, to the contrary, they can still put him on IR, obviously. And we all know that we've had players in the past where they were like, we're not putting them on IR, and they were off for like 7 weeks or some crap like that. I mean, that just happened last year, right? So, but the medical staff is saying, you don't need to put them on IR. So, yeah, I think Daniel's probably pretty close to that right there. I cannot, just let you know, TJ, I can't use a vape. I've tried it twice. And the only 2 times I've ever gotten bronchitis is when I tried vaping. So I cannot vape. What I need to do is get on, talk to my doctor and get a pill, that one pill that'll, that's what I want to do and try to quit. But yeah. All right. So, and I hate pouches. I hate that dip. I've tried dip before and it's nasty. I don't like it at all. But anyhow, pouches or patches. I haven't tried a patch yet, but those are kind of expensive. If I go to a doctor, then, maybe I can get them like prescribed, insurance pay for it or whatnot. But anyhow, we'll get back into this game. What time is it? We got about 10 minutes. All right. We got about 10 minutes. I feel like Jonathan Taylor should really have a really big game today. We'll have a bounce back game from Daniel Jones. We just can't have stupid mental errors. The biggest mental errors, in my opinion, wasn't even the switching hands to stick the ball out and fumbling at the goal line by A.D. Mitchell. It was the penalties. You can't have 11 penalties and expect to win a game. You just can't. Okay? We probably still score enough points to win if we had half the penalties. One of them, of course, was an A.D. Mitchell hold that held back, a long touchdown run. There was another one. You can't, I don't care what people say. It was a push off. He reached out and nudged the corner, and the corner has the same amount of right to the field as he does. There was no hand fighting. If the corner was hand fighting with him and that happened, I would have said that's BS call. But there wasn't. He just reached out and pushed him. So, Warren, that was a legit call, in my opinion. But 11 penalties. So, hey, shout out TJ. Thank you, bud. Appreciate you. Yeah. Defensively, I'm a little worried. Defensively. Not that, look, Genty will run the ball halfway decent, at least at the beginning of the game. And the corner that's going to be replacing Howard actually has a worse record, in my opinion, than Howard had. That he's been out there so far. Okay. He's given up 80% completion percentage so far this year. All right. And a pretty bad yards per catch. Now, it could just be he hasn't had enough snaps, right? Mekhi Blackmon. But I'm not overly fond of that. A lot of people want to know why the Colts haven't went out and signed somebody like, let's say, Stephon Gilmore. Well, maybe Gilmore don't want to play with the Colts right now. Also, the Colts have $3.5 million in salary cap left for this year. 3.5. You're not going to get too much of a big name with $3.5 million left in the salary cap for this year. Period. Okay. And that money's generally for tic-tac guys. You might have a little injury, need to sign somebody off the practice squad, bring them in. You see the Colts do that all the time, right? And they've done that already a lot so far this year due to injuries. So, and every time they do that, they have to pay them their bare minimum, right? They get a massive pay bump and they have to pay that out. So they ain't got a lot of money to mess around with right now because of all the signings and extensions and things of that nature that they've done during the offseason. So, but what up, Larry Quick? or Greg and Larry and Miller. What's up, guys? Appreciate y'all being in here. But that's my thought process on that. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and begin the game predictions, score predictions. What do you think the score for today's game, the Colts hosting the Raiders, will be? I'm going to tell you right now. I think the score should be, even with Alec Pierce and Kenny Moore out, I feel like the Colts should win this game 34-17. Right? I feel like this should be at least a 2-touchdown game. But I got 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And that's not my homerism kicking in either. That's just is what it is. Destination Nightmares got Colts 27-17. That's pretty close to me. Hermit's got 31-17. That's even closer to me. Larry's got 36-21. That's not bad. Good score. A lot of people got the Colts going. Greg, 33-10. What up? Absolutely, man. The Colts should win this game and win it handily. Handily. Now, I will say, 2 weeks ago, the Raiders had a good game. And Geno Smith had a good game. But last week, he didn't. But the Colts need to become a king. Okay, Basil's in here now. All right, hold on. We got 24-13, 36-16, 35-14. What up, Tony? 31-17. Joe, what up? 28-50. That's an odd number. All right. Oh, no. I'm not going to say take them lightly. You go out there and you play your best football, period. End of story. But yeah, this is a team. Look, the Colts came off a really bad taste in their mouth against the Rams. I'm sure they walked out of there feeling like they should have won that game if it wasn't for stupid mental errors. So, you know, you got to come in with a little chip on your shoulder and pissed off at yourself, right? Go out there and play the hell out of a game, right? Is what it is. All right, let's see if I can't find the stream now. All right, it is on Fox, correct? I believe it's a Fox game today. I'm not going to FanDuel, going to Fox. Maybe it's on the Eastern Coast side. Seattle game. We'll see. Anyhow. Oh, I absolutely hope so. Absolutely hope so. I pretty much exactly what I said earlier. That'd be nice to see. Probably. I feel like. Do you mean for the Colts or the Raiders? Because I feel like the Colts should probably force Geno Smith to beat them and stop Genty. If that's what you're asking. Absolutely. So, yeah. Oh, I got a cat that's in heat in there, just meow, 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 meow. Sad. All right. I'm glad I was able to actually do this stream today. Needed it pretty bad, especially after last night at work. But if the Colts win, I hope the Colts get the ball first. I'm going to say that. I hope the Colts get the ball first and they elect to receive, go out and score first. I know a lot of people like doing the whole defer thing, but I would rather, thank you, Dan. I personally, I would personally rather get up early and force a team one dimensional, have that chance. I feel like coaching wise is better for the Colts in this situation to get out on top. Um, that is not Indy. That's Seattle. All right. So I'm on the wrong one. Let's try the Western feed. Yeah, I don't have. Nope. I don't have the game. All right. So I'm going to have to go to the other streams. The ones that's going to have a whole bunch of freaking crap that I have to click through to find. Could not play video. There it is. All right, I got it now. I'll be a little bit more delayed because it won't be I don't know who's replacing. All right. Uh all right. So you say you don't need any tricks. I don't feel like it's a trick. I feel like our offense is better than our defense, so we should go out and try to score first. That's why I feel like don't defer. Uh Maybe the 69-year-old man who got beat the hell out of by Mark Sanchez. I don't know. We'll see. That'd be interesting. I doubt it though, because the NFL is going to protect their own, which is definitely Sanchez. Oh, come on. There we are. All right. Oh. Oh. They still got a couple decent receivers if they ever freaking. One guy is pretty decent. It came from the Patriots. The other guy's supposed to be good, but we'll see what happens. I think you'll end up seeing Blackman more. He is listed as CB2 right now. Joe. And he's seen more of the field, even though I don't like Blackman. Like I said, he gives up 80% of it, over 80% completion percentage, but no, Bowers is not playing. Oh, you guys hear me okay, right? I'm just making sure. Stream's going well. All right. What up, man? Thanks, Hermit. Appreciate you, Val. Thank you, Colts. Appreciate you, Tony. All right, guys. Now let's see. There's just too many damn commercials anymore, isn't there? Too many commercials. Sitting here wanting to watch this damn game, and you got commercials out the boudoir here. Ugh. Yeah, I can't even pronounce that name. I know who you're talking about. I have a hard time pronouncing it. Atabor way, something like that. Also, just as a reminder, please no spoilers. Okay, would really appreciate no spoilers in this. I don't like having to cover up my comments so that I can have an honest reaction to the show. Like your comments come to me immediately, but it takes a moment for me. First off, my stream is behind, and then for me to react and then go to you, that takes time too. So, even though the comments are instantaneous, my reaction would not be. Oh, I do too, Manix. I do too. 100%, Joe. I hope so. He's been getting all sorts of prep. I've been on him. I've been saying he's been doing well all year. People were giving him a hard time right up until the Rams game. I'm like, he's beating his guys. He's getting pressures. He's stopping the run. He's just not landing home yet. That's all it is. And people were just like, well, he's not getting the sacks. Come on, man. They'll come. You keep getting pressures like that, forcing quarterbacks up into the pocket or out of the pocket, you're going to end up getting sacks. All right. I'm now officially seeing the top of Lucas Oil. There's Pete Carroll. That's about how far I am behind you guys. There's Shane. You need to shut the heck up, Cat. She wants out of that bedroom, but she's in heat. I can't let her out with all the boys that are not fixed yet. You also got to remember still in his second year. Just got to give him a moment. A lot of guys, Aiden Hutchinson didn't come out into the NFL a master. Max Crosby didn't come out a master. And they take the ball about a yard deep in the end zone, gets to the 20, cuts up 25, 29, and he got punched in the face like 5 times. Come on now. I understand you were trying to punch the ball and the guy was going down and you hit him, but that's BS. All right, Daniel Jones coming out, 72% completion percentage. Everybody was talking about Anthony Richardson, his completion. Daniel Jones has always been high. Exactly, Basil. All right, shotgun running back to the right, the receivers to the left at the 29-yard line. Colts takes the snap, steps back, quick throw over the middle, and that's Tyler Warren for a pickup of about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 upcoming. All right. We got a handoff. Taylor gets hit in the backfield, loses 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 7 upcoming. Guess who that was? That was Max Crosby. Oh, he got his feet tripped up. That's what happened there. Smith got his feet tangled up with another guy's foot, and it made him fall down. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to the right. 3rd down and 7 at the 32. Takes a snap. Here comes the rush. Got all day. There's a flag on the play. It was behind the line. It's probably holding. It's not a first down anyhow because he's short a yard or two. And the Colts are going to have to punt. Yep, it was a false start instead of offsides. 4th down and 2, and the Colts punt. All right, Rodrigo, let's flip this field. Let's flip this field. All right. It'd be funny if they did a fake play right here. Nah, it ain't no trap game. Oh, what a punt. All the way to the 6-yard line. He's going to cut back up, and he's tackled to the 13. Great flipping of the field position right there by the special teams. Actually good coverage right there. Let's see what happens. Geno Smith is 8-2 in his last 10 road games with a 101.4 rating and 14-3 touchdown interception ratio. Wow. What up, Tyler? Under center, single setback. Now he's going back to shotgun, bunch formation to his left. Takes a snap. Here comes the rush. Oh, man, Buckner beat his guy and still got it off for a monster play down the sideline. Oh, man, and am I wrong, or did Ward just get burnt off his butt right there? Genty. Oh, no. Of course it was a linebacker. It was the running back. So that's a beautifully played call right there. They scouted our defense very, very well. Single setback all the way to the 43. They're going to hand the ball off, and Cross hits him in the backfield for a loss of a yard. Cross played that perfectly. I said, man, our linebackers are not good. Our linebackers, when it comes to pass defense, is not good. Nick Cross absolutely has, Sierra. I mean, he has 0 missed tackles so far this year. Under center, 3 receivers to the right, single setback, 2nd and 11. Receiver in motion. They hand the football. There is a hole there, and he's going to get tackled at about the 49-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 4 upcoming. We got to get this stop here. Man, you cannot get one-on-one receiver or running backs against the linebackers in coverage. It's not good. Shotgun, running back to the right. 3 receivers to his left. They need to get 4 yards at the 49. Takes a snap. Here comes the rush. There's no one near him. That's a 1st down. Easy pickings. He gets up to the 45-yard line. And that's a 1st down after a pickup of 7. All right. No, I have not seen. Yeah, Zaire's in the game. Zaire and Bocce. Under center, single setback. Colts loading the box right now with safety up. There's the handoff. There is a slight hole, but he got closed up quickly. He's going to pick up maybe 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 upcoming. Franklin over there talking a lot of smack to Genty. He better get off of there before he gets a flag for unsportsmanlike conduct. We don't need that crap. Be professional. Please be professional. Shotgun takes a snap, steps back, quick throw over the side, and he's going to be tackled. Gain of about 5. It'll be 3rd down and 2, maybe 3 upcoming. That was to Tucker, number 1. We need to get more pressure. We haven't seen pressure since DeForest Buckner blew up the first play and that big pass down the sideline to the running back. Under center, single setback. Need to get 2 yards to the 35. They're at the 37. Man in motion. And, it's a throw out to the side. That's a first down. That's too easy. They're just looking too easy. That's in Mekhi Blackman's area. They were playing man coverage. Mozart now got a pro T formation going. Colts over the middle is going to pick up 4 to the tight end. 2nd down and 6 upcoming. Stopped by Franklin. Raiders offense looks pretty good right now against our D. Our D looks really bad. We are not getting pressure. And this is not supposed to be a good offensive line. Why aren't? Maybe we're playing a little vanilla. I'm not seeing much blitzing going on right now. Under center, single setback at the 28 and a half. Need to get to the 23 and a half. There's a handoff up the gut. Oh, my goodness. Picks up 10 yards and a first down to the 20-yard line. That's just good run blocking right there. Ain't even Genty making anything happen. They just opened a hole the size of Canada for Genty to run through. Under center, single setback, right wing formation at the 20, 1st and 10, man in motion. That's a jet sweep down the sideline. And he picks up 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line. Well, Mr. Tucker, this is not looking good. All right. Shotgun, running back to his right, split receivers, stacked on his left. Colts showing man. Here comes the blitz. And that pressure right there made Smith throw that ball early. 3rd down and 2. Oh, Bocce got a hand on the football. Big opportunity for the defense right here. Got to get a stop. 3rd down and 2. More like 3rd and 1.5. They got to get to the 10. They're at the 10.5. Under center, single setback, double wing, man in motion. They're going to quarterback sneak it and get it. Boy, our defense is looking like ass right now. Man. First and goal at the 8. Shotgun, running back to his right. Offset. They're going to hand the ball off. Gentie's got a big asshole. He's going to get all the way down to the 3-yard line. Second goal at the 3. That was a nice off-tackle trap run right there. That was a well-designed play. You don't see trap runs very often. Shotgun running back to the right. At the 3.5. Second down. Man in motion. Takes a snap. Here come the blitz. And he's sacked. That's Tyquan Lewis coming up from behind. Getting a big sack right there. That'll be 3rd and goal now. They had a linebacker chip him. Oh, Colts sent the house on that one. All right, they're at the 14. 3rd and goal at the 14-yard line. Shotgun, empty backfield. He's going to throw it as a running back screen. He's got room to run. He's not going to make it, though. He's going to get to about the 6, and they'll kick a field goal at the 6. I'll about guarantee it. That's what I like to see more of. A little more running back screens. I know they didn't work last week. That's because Jonathan Taylor outran his blocking box. Had he not, the screens were there. All right, here comes the field goal attempt. It's shorty, 24 yards. It's inside extra point range. If he missed this, I'd be laughing at him for a week. All right. Now what? My computer started to mess up. At least we only gave up 3 points. But man, they got a lot of yardage in that one. A lot of yardage. 80 yards on that. And pretty even on that, too. 46 passing, 34 rushing by the Raiders. Genty averaging 4.4 yards a carry, and Trey Tucker on that jet sweep got 9. Geno's only got 1 incomplete pass, and that was a batted pass. He's 6 of 7 for 57 yards. So far, Jonathan Taylor has 1 carry for -2. Daniel has made both completions, so give him that. We'll see how this works out. 30 of you in here. You guys could do me a solid and smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tag that notification bell so that you are notified next time I go live or upload a video. I would very much appreciate it. I think we're going to see what happens. Now, I don't know if he's going to adjust, Hermit. That's a good thing. Generally, the first 2 drives are scripted, right? You just run the script that your offensive coordinator has laid out for you in the first 2 drives. Probably won't see any kind of adjustments until the second quarter. So we'll see how that works out. Can't run towards, I don't like running towards Max Crosby. But you also got to remember, I can't really put that on Smith as his feet got caught up with somebody else and he fell down, which gave Crosby free access, right? Normally that don't happen. All right, here comes the kickoff. And he's going to take the ball at about the 2, gets to the 10, 15, 20, cuts out. Oh, he's got room. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 40, 30, gone. Touchdown. Kickoff return for a touchdown. That's Ashton Doolin, my guys. Kickoff return for a touchdown. Holy crap, that's how you answer 3 points. And there's a flag on the play. Hopefully it's a holding call on defensive. Hope it's not an offensive. Come on. Because that was clean all the way down. Holding on the receiving team. Of course. Take the points away. Wow. Yeah, that was a hold. That was definitely a hold. But the problem is, I don't know if that would have affected the play, though. He should not have held him. Because, oh my gosh. I don't think that guy could have got to him. It just made him cut a little bit earlier. All right. At the 17, shotgun, split receivers, running back to his left. Quick throw out to the outside. Downs picks up 9. They might give him the first down. I don't know. Jamal Adams is at linebacker for the Raiders. Yeah. No longer a safety. Probably Hermit. Probably. All right, they did give him the first down. Shotgun running back to his left. Man in motion, takes the ball. Quick throw. Oh, wide open. Pittman breaks the tackle, gets past the 40. Or is that? Yeah, that's Pittman, isn't it? Yeah. Good play by Pittman, shaking off the shoestring tackle. They're talking. Crosby and who is that that's talking smack? Was that Warren? Crosby and somebody were talking a lot of smack with each other. Great job by. That was just a great job by Pittman, shaking off that tackle and picking up an extra 4, 5, 6 yards. 1st and 10 at the 43. Fakes the handoff, play action, steps up, throws, got all the room in the world, and just missed Ashton Doolin for an easy 20-yard pickup. Just overthrew him. Oh, it's Ogletree. That was first bad pass by Jones right there. He had a wide open Ashton Doolin. 20 yards downfield and just missed him. Shotgun running back to the right. Split receiver stacked to his right. Takes a snap. Looks, got time. Throws right over the middle. That is Downs for a pickup of about 8.5. 3rd and short upcoming. I love the fact that Daniel Jones looks over the middle. I agree with you, Sierra. I'd almost run the ball here on 3rd and short. Under center. That's quarterback sneak. He's trying to get the first down. I don't know if he got it. Hey, he might be short, guys. He might be a couple inches short. Depends upon where they are. They're giving it to him. Okay. They gave him the first down. They're in the huddle now. Just past the 50. Under center. Single setback. Man in motion is Warren. Offset eye. Good block right there. Pick up. Good run. Picks up about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 upcoming. Run it again. Run it again. Run a wham play. All right, we got big to the right. Running back to the left. Is that the end of the first quarter? End of the first. The Colts moving the ball well, though. Look, Tyquan Lewis, I've said this for the last couple of years. When he's healthy and on the field, he's a stud. His problem is he's not been healthy as of late. He's a great rotational piece. I love having him on the team. I hope the Colts never get rid of him. Right? I feel like he is a really good rotational piece. And you could put him on either side, right? You can let him come in and relieve Pay, or you could have him relieve Latu. Either one. But our defense needs to get pressure a little bit better, a little bit quicker, without having to send 6 freaking guys on blitzes. Yeah, he did. Yeah, blew out both his knees. It was awful. ACLs on both knees. And yet still is producing the way he's producing even after that. So that tells me a lot. You know, imagine how he would have been had he not had the injuries. He would have been a good 2nd round pick for Ballard. I still think he's a good 2nd round pick. Hell of a rotational piece. All right. I would run the ball on 2nd and 6 here. I don't know if Ballard will do it, but I would. And they should, Sierra. Well, the person they should be chipping is Max Crosby every time. Whether it's a tight end or a running back, you need to be chipping Max Crosby every time because that dude has got a motor and so much ability. You got to. You absolutely have to. Please forgive me. I only had 4 hours sleep last night. So I will be tired today. But I didn't want to. And then, had to get my camera software going. Still ain't got that fixed properly yet. All right. 2nd down and 6 at the 42.5. Shotgun running back to the right. Double wing formation. Now Tyler goes into offset eye. Hands off. He tripped over his own feet. Gets to the 40. 3rd and 3 upcoming. Wow. Jonathan Taylor stumbled all on his own in the backfield. Had he not done that, he had a nice hole there that he could have hit and made big run. But he slipped or tripped or something in the backfield. 3rd down and 4 at the 40. Shotgun. Pittman in motion. Here comes the rush. Quick throw. Oh, Tyler Warren all the way down to the 21-yard line. Big play by Tyler Warren. That was a quick read, quick delivery by Daniel Jones, and that keeps the play alive. Warren did a fantastic job just finding the open spot in the back in the field. Not the best throw. Was a little behind him, but still was able to catch that sucker and come down with it. It's a beautiful thing about Warren. He can, body control, catch that ball wherever. At the 21, 1st and 10, shotgun, running back to his left, 3 receivers to his right. Now Pittman's in motion, going to the left. Takes a snap. Here comes the delayed rush on the outside. It's a quick little slant over to the middle, picks up 8, and that's Jonathan Taylor. Nice little run by JT out there, catch and run. The Giants are beating the Saints. I expect that, honestly. Jackson Dart with his first gets a touchdown there, passing touchdown. Under center, bunch to the right. Warren in motion, single setback. Hands it off. Taylor up the gut. Gets hit. Gets a first. Oh, there's a flag on the play. We're going to get a holding call. After a 4-yard first down pickup, we're going to get a holding call. And that's on Smith. On guess who? Max Crosby. Oh, no, he wasn't on Max Crosby. Oh, that's a little ticky-tacky. You're not supposed to be outside the pads, but you see it all the time. All right. Oh, was it on Mo? Shot. Here comes a major blitz. Quick throw. And that's incomplete. 3rd down and long upcoming. Jones was under pressure. He should have threw it down and behind the running back because he was under pressure. And there was a guy there. So he had to throw it into place. I feel like he should have threw it to the receiver. He had more of an opportunity there. 3rd down and 12 at the 23. Needs to get to the 11. Shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Takes a snap. Here comes the blitz again. Downs making moves. Oh, a spin and a first down. Josh, first downs. What a play made. 3 people missed to get that first down. Ho. Josh Downs knew exactly the line he needed to get to that first down. And that dude, 1, 2, and then slip the 3rd. Man. All right. 1st and 10 at the 10.5-yard line. We're going to go pro T formation, shotgun. That's going to be a sweep to Tyler Warren. He ain't going. Oh, he's throwing it out the back of the end zone. Smart move by Tyler Warren to throw the ball away instead of taking a loss of yards. That was right there. Football IQ. Instead of taking a 2-yard loss, he threw it away. I don't like that play. Took too long to develop. Look, Warren is not a fast guy. He's a power guy. Bunch formation to the right. 2nd down and 10. Shotgun. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. Quick throw. Tyler got a touchdown. Tyler's got his first receiving touchdown. Right there it is. There it is. Warren got his first receiving touchdown. Been waiting on that for a while. He got a rushing touchdown last week, got a receiving touchdown this week. All right, here comes the extra point. It's up. It's good. Colts take it 7-3 lead. That's awesome. All right, guys. I got to take a quick break. I got to go and use the little boy's room. Got to wee in the potty. I'll talk to you in a second. Give me just a moment. Yeah, that does suck. Our secondary is nothing but pretty much a triage unit, right? Our secondary is nothing but a triage unit at this point in time. Anyone know what the Hilton shoulder injury, huh? All right, KDC, thank you so much for letting me know that. Defense needs to play a lot better than what they did in that first drive. I'll tell you that. They gave up 80 yards to the Raiders on their first drive. The Colts now have a total of 102 yards, 6 yards rushing. That's it. 96 yards passing. Wow. Just wow. Jonathan Taylor is averaging 1.3 yards a carry. That's not good, guys. We need better. Our defense has to get a stop. What up, Mr. Mime? But we have a triage unit and as a secondary. So expect the Raiders to try to take advantage of that. He's going to take the ball at the 4, gets to the 15, 20, 25, 30, and that's where he stopped. And that's where they will take over. Geno Smith at the 30-yard line. I think right now, Sierra, the Colts are trying to pass to open up the run game. The Raiders, I feel like, look like they're loading the box to stop Taylor. So the way they're passing to open it up is smart. Lamont's now out there. Shotgun, bunch formation, running or to his right, running back to his right. He fakes the handoff. Here comes the brush right up the gut, and he's going to pick up 14 on that pass play. Tucker is having a game right now. I'll tell you that. Tucker's having a game. What up, Steve? I absolutely agree with you, especially that one, because I feel like he had a big hole right there. All right, under center, single setback. Bunch formation to his right. Colts showing like they might blitz here. Oh, where's the hold? He got grabbed. Yes, that was a face mask bigger than heck. That offensive lineman grabbed a hold of Zaire Franklin's helmet and ripped it down near off his head. Good call. I seen that in action. Zaire was pissed. I was right about the blitz. Zaire would have had him tackled for a loss, bigger, like 4 or 5 yards. Now they're going to take a 10-yard loss. Shotgun, running back to either side. Blitz here. They're going to hand the ball off, and he's going to get tackled after a pickup of about 2. 2nd down and 18. I'm sorry, if Zaire Franklin goes down to injury because someone ripped his freaking helmet off, we'd be in all kind of trouble. That could have hurt his neck. It could have done a lot of stuff to him. That's a dangerous maneuver by what the center did. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, running back to the left, takes a snap. He's on a step. Here comes a blitz. Quick pass. He had to overthrow that, and it'll be 3rd down and 18 upcoming. Colts blitz again. Come on, guys. Keep blitzing. Blitz, blitz, blitz. When you got them backed up that far, you send pressure no matter what. All right? Because that's the kind of stuff that happens. Even if he'd have caught that ball, he had only picked up maybe 5. He didn't have time for the guys to get down the field. You got to blitz here. You play man press and blitz. That's how you do this. Shotgun, empty backfield. Zaire showing blitz right here. So's the safety. And they do. And he's launched it way up. Did he catch that shit? Nope. Knocked out of his hands by Anthony or by Edwards. Thornton Jr., I thought he caught it at first. I need a better look at that. That was a hell of a throw, though, right there by Gino. Good job. Was that Lamons that knocked that out? That was a hell of a ball by Geno Smith under pressure, though. Good job, though, by the Colts. That's a block! That's a block punt! And the Colts are going to get the ball at the freaking 7. Are you kidding me? What a block! And Colts ripping off the field. You can run in the corner if you block the ball. And Alube with the block. You can run into the punter if you block the ball. And he absolutely did. He got all ball. And he didn't even run into the punter. He ran into the punter's kicking foot, but not planting foot. So, yeah, that wasn't even even if he hadn't blocked the ball, it wasn't a penalty. Hell yeah. Yeah, special teams look really good this week. This game right here specifically, Colts have the ball at the 8. Under center, single setback, double wing formation. 3 tight ends. We're going to hand it off. Taylor gets to the line. And that's about all he got. It'll be 2nd down and 8 at the 2nd goal. All right. 2nd goal at the 8. Daniels, 9 of 11 for 96 yards. That's about 83% completion percentage so far for him. Shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers to his right. Spread. Takes a snap. Here comes the blitz. He's going to throw a lobber. There's pass interference. Where's the pass interference on Jay? Yeah. 100%. Shout out Colts for Super Bowl. It's been painful waiting for your reaction, but I'm respectful. I appreciate it, my guy. Absolutely 100% appreciate. I appreciate being respectful about that. That was pass interference bigger than hell. You got to call that. That's 1st and goal now. At the 2, under center, single setback is Taylor. I'd almost freaking quarterback sneak it. takes the handoff. He's just going to throw it away. We had 6 offensive linemen out there. Good job. If it's not there, throw it away. Raiders were looking for that. That was a trick play. Oh, massive bunch formation to the right. Taylor in motion, running back to the left. 2nd down and goal. We're going to hand it off. Taylor stutter steps and loses a yard. Third down and goal at the 3. Taylor's averaging less than a yard a carry right now. I said they should have freaking called a quarterback sneak on the very first and goal at the 2. They should have ran a quarterback sneak. Now it's 3rd goal at the 3. Under center. Right wing formation. Single setback is Taylor. Takes a snap. Hands the ball off. He's going wide. Oh, he's got an open hole. He's touchdown. Taylor, that was good blocking up front right there. Good blocking up front. Taylor hits pay dirt. We got a fight going on. Nelson. Quentin Nelson was like all over somebody right there. That was beautiful pull right there by Nelson. He just pushes him out. Ogletree with a great block too to get Taylor in. Ogletree and Nelson with the lead blocks to get Taylor in there for a touchdown. Here comes the extra point. And the Colts take advantage of a blocked field goal and now go up 14-3. Or block punt, not. What happened? Roughing the kicker. Yep. He ran right into the plant leg and the kicking leg. Oh, no. He's holding the leg. He's holding the knee. Oh, no. Oh, no. The kicker's holding the kicking knee. Oh, and he's still down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Guys, that's bad news. Rigo will be doing the kickoffs. That's fine. Rigo can do kickoffs. He doesn't practice them a lot, but he can do it. But he's been a great kicker this year. Now they're looking at kickers as we speak. Hey, you're out there in the parking lot, right? Vinatieri, you want to make a comeback, my guy. You can do 30-plus yard field goals, right? It's a good question. I doubt it. I don't think it was intentional. No one intends to hurt somebody. He was trying to block it. His feet got swung out behind him. I don't think it's intentional. He was intentionally trying to block it. I don't think he was intentionally trying to hurt him. But, man, you can't have a hurt kicker like that. That sucks. Oh, what up, Tempest? Yeah, Spencer got hurt, John. His kicking knee. Guy ran into him. Probably. He's got a leg. He's just not accurate. Rigo. Rigo could kick. He's just not accurate kicking. So he's walking, but he's walking gingerly with a limp. Probably got a sprained knee. Damn. That's why roughing the kicker and running into the kicker are big penalties, right? Oh, yeah, Pat McAfee's in that. Yeah, he could be a holder for Rigo. I bet Pat would suit up right now to just be a holder for Rigo on field goals. 100% he would. It's a home game. You know he's in the house. He's down at the end zone line. Rigo's getting rules adjustment because he don't know all the rules of kickoffs probably. He's just a little short dunk. And there's the flag. And they're going to get the ball at the 40. Yep. The problem is he don't practice this newfangled kicks, right? That's the problem. He could put the ball out the back of the end zone if he wanted to on a regular kick. But he doesn't practice pinpoint accuracy. And that's what Schrader does. Rigo's not pinpoint accurate on kick. Now, if he was allowed to drop kick it, I'd be like, yeah, have him drop kick it, right? That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have him kick or punt or nothing, Pat, but I'm sure he could hold. All right, shotgun at the 25. That's a running back screen who got sniffed out quickly. Latu there, loss of 2. Second down and a loss of 1. Must have been a penalty on the Raiders. All right, shotgun, running back to the right, 2 receivers to his left. Takes a snap. Here comes the blitz. That's Zaire on him. Good coverage by Ward. Third down and 11. There's a flag. Probably late hit, I think. Or are they going to call it a... What's the call? Oh, penalty on the extra point. Okay, thank you, KDC. Ineligible downfield. Penalties declined on that. Absolutely. 3rd and 11. I'll take 3rd and 11 all day rather than 2nd and 20. Come on now. You got to send another blitz, but this time you can't send Zaire. Send the other linebacker or cross. Here we go. Shotgun. Running back to the right. Bynum showing blitz. He is blitzing. It's a pitch. He's got the first down and some. Boy, Ward got blocked all the way downfield. They picked up the first down. Genty got the big old run right there. Ward got blocked 15 yards. Ward got pushed way down the field. Look at this. Here we go. Shotgun, 1st and 10. Pressure, throw to the running back, and he's going to pick up 6. There's a flag on the play. Now what? The flag's there with Joe Bocce's like, what the hell did I do? Face mask. Yep. Damn face mask. It's a damn face mask on Bocce. Why is Cross still standing there talking to him? Oh, wow. They put it on the offense. They called. No, it's holding and face mask on Bocce. He had 2 penalties there. He said the wrong side, though. He pointed to the wrong side. That's a 1st down, easy. Now they're at the 43, 1st and 10, shotgun, running back to his right, 2 receivers to his left. Bocce's playing like ass today. Colts got 5 men on the line. There's the hole. He's going to get to the 41. Going to pick up 4. 2nd and 6 upcoming. This defense is playing like ass right now. Way too many penalties, KDC. Bunch formation to the left. Under center, single setback at the 38. Man in motion. Takes the toss, sweep. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to be sacked. That's right. Defoe. It was. Leatu Latu forced him up into the pocket, and Buckner cleaned it up. Good sack right there. Good sack. Everybody was covered downfield, so that was good. That was a covered sack. You ain't going to hear me say that often right now. Not with the kind of team that we got going. Shotgun. 3rd and 11. Running back to the right. 2 receivers to the left. 3 receivers to the left. And now the Raiders had to call a timeout. Latu leads the league with almost sacks. He's getting the pressures, which either extends the play a little bit further or makes somebody throw the football away or forces them, as we saw, into somebody else's hands. Pressures do affect plays. Granted, Latu wasn't blocked, but he wasn't fooled on the play action, on that naked boot play action. That's what's important. Hopefully the Colts can make something happen here and get the ball back to our offense. I think we're wanting to get Carlisle out there, but he's still injured. Oh, I'm 50, Daniel. I don't remember that Western, though. At least not off the top of my head. Ooh, did I get... That hurts. What did I do to my finger? Is that a splinter? Or did the cat scratch me right in a bad spot? I can't see. Shout out to everybody that's in here, 33 of you. Please smash that like button and hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Appreciate each and every one of you being here. Don't forget, you can share this to your favorite social media, whether it's Facebook or X, Instagram, whatever. Help me out a ton. No lie, Hermit. I got scratches all over me now. He's like, look at the play clock, homie. All right, shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, running back to the right, 3rd down and 11. At the 44, here comes the Colts, 4-man pressure. He's throwing it. Oh, my God. How did he get so open? That was a busted coverage. Who lost that one? Two weeks in a row, he fell down. That's 2 weeks in a row the same guy's fallen. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. At the 11, they're going to fake the handoff, throws it over there. It's just out of his reach, 2nd and 10. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'll change it at halftime. I think it's getting close to halftime, right? I mean, I guess I could do it now. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to his right, shotgun. At the 11. 2nd down and 10. Oh, we got offsides. Batted ball intercepted by Latu. Wait a second. Was that not offsides? Did he just... He did. He planned that perfectly. Buckner beat that snap beautifully. Grover tipped the ball up. Latu in coverage intercepts it for his 2nd pick of the year. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. Boy, we needed that. We needed that. Woo. Man. Right now, he's tied for 3rd in the NFL in interceptions. Latu is. Right now, he is tied for 3rd with Cam Bynum for 2 interceptions on the year. A pass rusher. Good job. Does it look like they were going to score again? Maybe even a touchdown the way they were moving the football and the way they... Credit DeForest Buckner because he jumped that snap beautifully, scared the hell out of Geno. And then you got to credit Grover for tipping the ball, getting up, getting a hand on it. Right? And then Latu, with the presence of mind, who was in coverage to come down with the pick. I don't think he was offsides. At first I thought he was, but I think he might have planned it. Yeah, it's close. Yeah, it was close. All right, Colts have the ball at the 12. It must have been upheld because there was no penalty. Quick pass over the middle. Pittman wrapped up by the neck. Was he down? Because he got back up and kept running again. I don't know where he's down at. Yeah, he's down. He's down at the 19. Yeah, he was down all the way. Yeah, he was down by multiple times. But he was wrapped up by the neck. 2nd down and 3. Run the damn thing. All right, big formation. Single setback. That's a trap run. Taylor in the backfield gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd down and 3. We are getting 0 push from the line. 0 push. 3rd and 2 upcoming. Run it again. Single setback to his right. Shotgun. Pittman in motion. Ball is snapped. They're not going to run it. He's going to quick throw. What a catch by Josh Downs to the 26. My goodness. Downs has just been amazing this game. You know who we haven't seen? A.D. Mitchell. Woo! That wasn't a bad. That was a great throw. He just threw it into tight coverage. Jones flushed out of the pocket looking. Taylor dropped the ball. 2nd and 10 upcoming. Dropping the ball was actually a good thing because it would have been 2nd and 11. I mean, that was a good throw. He was open. He had to zip it in there. The defender dove for the football, nearly got a finger on it, but I don't think that was a bad throw, bad decision. He threw a rocket to get that ball in where it needed to go. Quarterbacks do that all the time. It's not interception worthy. The guy dove and never even got a fingertip on it. He never had a chance at an interception because he never had a chance to get a hand on the ball. That's what I'm saying. The guy did everything he could and couldn't even get a fingertip on it. So it's not interception worthy play. Not even close. But Downs did do a great job of keeping focus on the ball, catching and spinning away from the defender. Interception worthy. The defender has to be able to have a way of getting to the ball, knocking the ball down. Ball had no chance. The guy dove and missed it. So, but either way, They have taken the running game away. And sometimes you just got to pass. I'm not looking at the result. I was looking at the play. Well, I'll tell you what. Our secondary has been being torched all night, and I expected it, especially now that we got another guy down in Hilton. We have got a triage unit out there playing defensive backs, playing DBs. And our offensive line can't run block for crap. They're pass blocking, but they cannot run block for crap tonight. They get no pressure. Shotgun. Split receivers, running back to the left. Second down 10, quick throw over the middle. That's Tyler Warren. He's going to get right close. It'll be third down and a foot. I just hurry up and do a quarterback sneak right here. I just hurry up, snap that ball, get a quarterback sneak. Nope, that's offsides. Bigger than shit. Dude dove across the bottom. That's a free 5 yards. He tried to plan that. He tried to time it. Got in there a little way too early. He's getting mad. He's like, well, Buckner did it, and you didn't flag him. Why did I get the flag? Because, first off, you dove at the quarterback's ankles, shins, shotgun, running back to the left, split receivers at the 40. Wide. Oh, my goodness. Tyler Warren. Oh, no, that's Doolin. What a shot. Held on to the football. I am so glad he got up quickly after that. He took a shot right in the chin. By chin. Injuries, man. Injuries, Greg. Just is what it is. We need Jalen Jones to come back badly. And Kenny Moore. 2-minute warning, I'm taking it. Because Doolin just took his helmet off and we went to freaking commercial break. Let's score another time here. At least get a field goal here. Right? Let's score before the end of the half. 37 of you in here. If you can please smash that like button, I'd appreciate it. They're reviewing the catch. Booth review. Oh, okay. Thanks, guys. I didn't get a good look. But Doolin jumped up quickly. Hell of a hit. But here's the thing. He might have got that ball. If he caught that ball, it's a hell of a catch because the shot he took while in the air, and frankly, isn't that supposed to be hit on a defenseless receiver when you're in midair, right? Hey, quick shout out. Quick shout out to Hermit here. Dropped $5 in the tip jar using the link in the description so it goes straight to my pocket. Shout thanks, man, Hermit. Appreciate that a ton. Obviously, there's multiple ways you guys can support the channel. Hermit obviously did his way. Colts for Super Bowl obviously did his way with the super chat. But hitting the like button is obviously a great thing to do as well. So thanks, everybody. All right. Field goal range inside the 25 to 30. I don't think you can go any further than 40 yards for Rigo, accuracy wise. It looks like he held on to the ball. Second down and 10, they're calling it incomplete. He's going downtown. Oh, he missed downs on the downtown shot, 3rd and 10. Oh, my God. That was a bad throw. Woo! That was a rope he threw, too. Anyone who says that Daniel Jones don't have an arm, look at this throw. That's a rocket. Now, it was a good little bit out of the way. The ball did touch the ground because I couldn't see very well. I did not have a good angle. 3rd and 10. Minute 25. Got to get to the 49 of the Colts. Running back to his left, trips to his right. Here comes a blitz. Steps up. He's taking another shot. Where's the hold? There it is. Absolutely. That was pretty damn obvious. You're looking out like, what? What'd I do? That was, dude, he was like this. That's bigger than shit pass interference. Man, when it's obvious, right there. Come on. And he's saying it was unable to be caught, but I don't know. You don't know because if he's not held, he might be able to get down the field quicker. Ogletree in motion, shotgun, takes a snap, quick throw to ball was batted. 2nd and 10. Did Booker get a hand on that? Yep, Booker swatted that out of the air. Schrader's been ruled out. Thanks, Colts, for Super Bowl. Appreciate that. Shotgun, running back to his right. Stack to his right. Takes a snap. Quick pass, downs, makes a guy miss. That's what he does for a living. And gets near the 30. It'll be 3rd down and a yard. Third down and 1. Here we go. Colts take a timeout with 1 minute, 2 seconds left in the half. Just need a yard. And honestly, what I would do is fake the quarterback sneak and then pitch a toss to Taylor. Let him stretch. That's what I would do. But I'll tell you what. Shout out to Greg Quick for a $20. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Rigo warming up. Offset I formation, Ogletree in motion. Need to get a half a yard. Toss sweep, like I said, Taylor to the 25-20, all the way down to the 16-yard line. Toss sweep. That's what I was. Get that man a toss damn sweep. That's how you run with this play. Utilize Taylor's freaking speed and the ability of our guys on the perimeter to block. Throws over the middle, another batted ball. 2nd down and 10. Oh, Crosby's leaving the game. After batting that ball down. 2nd and 10 upcoming. At the 16. Man in motion is Pittman, running back to his left. Takes a snap, 3-step drop, quick dump over the middle, got a little bit of room. That's Ogletree, gets to the 10. Oh, no, that's Taylor, my bad. 3rd down and 6 upcoming. All right, come on, guys. Come on. Please, no spoilers in the chat, please. Thanks again, Greg. I'm going to go ahead and drop that comment, though. But I do absolutely appreciate you. FYI, members of my channel will get early access. Could be a few hours, could be a day or two. Just depends upon what the video is. But every video, you're going to have at least a 3-hour head start early access. Shotgun running back to the left. Throws over. That's a 1st down. Is that Pittman? Gets to the 4. Yes, sir. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. But every video that I upload, you'll get a little bit of a head start. Now, my film rooms, you'll probably get at least a day head start, okay, if you're a member. Just want to let you know. I'll definitely have a film room on this, especially, I don't know if I'm going to look at how bad the secondary is playing or how bad our offensive line is playing right now. Because, I mean, both of them have been bad. And I want to know what the heck is going on there. But generally, I just ask. I may just leave that question up to members. All right, 1st and goal at the 4. Shotgun, bunch formation to the right, running back to the left. Shotgun. In motion is Taylor out to the right. He's now forced out of the pocket, throws over the middle. Caught, touchdown. Caught, touchdown, Michael Pittman Jr. back in the end zone. What a throw, by the way. Daniel Jones threading the needle between 2 defenders with a nice little rocket. That was absolutely gorgeous. That was absolutely gorgeous. On the run, between defenders, on a rope, on a dime. My goodness, what a throw by Daniel Jones. Oh, that was gorgeous. Wow. Man. They're going for 2, guys. We're going for 2. I don't know why. Oh, because kicker's hurt. And we missed it. I think the ball was tipped. I would have just had our freaking punter kick it. No. Pittman just missed it. What? Pittman just missed the damn ball. It was a tad behind him, but absolutely something Pittman should have caught. It was a bit hot and a little bit behind, but Pittman definitely should have caught it. If you ask Pittman, Pittman will say, I definitely should have came down with that one. 15 seconds left in the half, 20-3. I got to change this. I'm going to change the quarter, too, since there's only 15 seconds left. Where the defenders were, he kind of had to throw it right over Pittman's head because if he'd have led Pittman, there was a guy there that could have got a hand on it. So the placement was where he needed to put the ball. But Pittman should have caught it. It would have been a tough catch, but he still should have caught it. And that one's going to go out the back of the end zone. They're going to take it at the 35. (20-3), 17-point lead. That was my prediction, a 17-point win. But we're only going into halftime. Are they just going to knee it? 15 seconds left, or are they actually going to play this out? They're in shotgun, so they're obviously going to go for a shot downfield. Shotgun right here. 3 receivers to his right. Tight end and running back to his left. Takes the snap. Here comes a 4-man rush. Quick throw over the middle to the tight end. He's going to get to the 50. Raiders are going to take a timeout. 8 seconds left. Shout out to Greg. Welcome to the group, my guy. Welcome to the group. 8 seconds. Literally 2 pass plays and you're in field goal range with these new kickoff rules, right? That's why a lot of people don't like this. This is a play where I feel like you got to play tighter, keep them out of field goal range, or send a blitz. But I don't think the Colts are going to send a blitz. Shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Very similar lineup was last time. And the Colts don't send anybody. And it is at the 39-yard line with 1 second. They're going to kick a field goal. They're going to kick a field goal here. They dropped 10 guys into coverage, in zone coverage, guys. 10. Only rushed 1. Here's a 56-yard field goal. Upcoming. 57. 57-yard field goal attempt. Off 2 pass plays. Why I don't like it. On the left hash. Ball's down, kick is up, and he put that out wide. Missed. And we go into the half up 20-3. He barely missed. Carlson had enough leg. He just missed it, just barely wide right. The Raiders will get the ball to start the second half. Colts are up 20-3. Tyler, you better take that ball home with you. That's your first catch, first receiving touchdown of the year. Shout out everybody in here, 38 of you. I hope you guys have hit the like button because I'd appreciate it. I want to take a quick break. I want to grab myself some sweet tea, change out from coffee, maybe get a quick snack in, and then I will be back. All right. Talk to you shortly. All right. Hey, you need more tea too? Yeah. All right. Look at the update for the NFL games. Obviously, the Niners upset the Rams, in my opinion. 26-23. Vikings, of course, beat the Browns earlier, 21-17. The Cowboys are bumping the Jets 23-3. Giants and Saints, tight game, 14-16. The Dolphins are beating the Panthers 17-10. The Eagles and Broncos, tight game, 10-3. Wow. The Ravens just are not having it right now, especially a Lamarless Ravens. Can't seem to score the board. 24-3, Texans over the Ravens. Obviously, we got some games later today. Titans, Cardinals, which is worth watching. Bucks and Seahawks. Lions, Bengals. Commanders, Chargers. Patriots, Bills, and the game that everybody's going to want to watch tomorrow, Monday Night Football. Chiefs at the Jags. It'll be the first time in a while I've rooted for the Chiefs to win a game. Just saying. All right. So let's take a look at our stats for the game, shall we? All right. Total yards. The Raiders right now beating the Colts in yardage, 171-168. They have 117 yards passing, 54 yards rushing. They're even beating them on yards per play, 5.7 to 4.9. The Colts have 142 yards passing and only 26 yards rushing. First downs, the Colts have 14 to the Raiders 11. The Colts are 7 of 8 on third downs. That's a crazy number. We haven't punted, have we? No, we have not punted yet. I don't think. Did we? Yes, we did. That field flipping punt. Yes, I remember now. First drive. But we're giving up 5 of 7 third downs to the Raiders, which is not good. The Colts have sacked the Raiders twice. I've not given up a sack yet. Both teams punted once. Both teams 4 and 5 penalties respectively. 35 yards against the Colts, 55 yards against the Raiders. Gino does have that interception by Latu after the tip pass by Grover Stewart. And the Raiders are winning the time of possession by almost 3 minutes, about 2.5 actually. 16 and 12 seconds to 13 and 41 seconds. Let's look at some player stats. Geno Smith, 12 of 18. That's 66% completion, ladies and gentlemen. 134 yards and that interception. And Ashton Jeanty is absolutely killing us. 5.3 yards a carry. Trey Tucker, 3 catches, 51 yards. You got to stop that crap, guys. You got to stop it. Jacoby Myers only has that 1 catch for 4 yards. Over the Colts, 16 of 24, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions by Daniel's playing a really good game, in my opinion. Jonathan Taylor, only 3 yards a carry right now on 8 carries, 1 for a touchdown. Leading receiver is Josh Downs. Nice to see him getting some catches, 5 catches, 46 yards. Tyler Warren has 4 catches, 44, and a tug. Michael Pittman, 5 catches, 39 yards, and a tug. And Jonathan Taylor has 2 catches for 13. Literally, only 4 guys have made catches for the Colts. But 7 people, including Bernard Ryman, have been targeted. Interesting. I have not checked. I didn't know there was an update. Oh, you read the update? Yeah. You can't do what Sanchez did. And everybody immediately, as soon as it happened, jumped on and said, it's Indianapolis. It's horrible. Indianapolis is bad and violent because Sanchez got stabbed. But then no one came out and said, well, Sanchez went after a delivery driver, started beating the heck out of him. The delivery driver pepper sprayed him. He still beat the heck out of him, so he stabbed him. I mean, in my opinion, the delivery driver at that point did everything possible short of violence until it required violence to get Sanchez to stop being violent. Dude was drunk, went after somebody. It's not cool. All right. So Raiders get the ball next. Raiders get the ball to start the second half. The Colts need to get going. They made some defensive stands. There was one drive they should have scored a touchdown. We stopped them on a field goal. Good job by them. Another drive should have scored a touchdown probably, and we got an interception. Right. So is what it is. There's the kick. Oh, that's beautiful. All the way to the 3. He's going to return it to the 15, 20, and he is tackled about the 26-yard line. That was a great kick by Rigo Sanchez. Hell yeah. Way to start that one off. What up, Carl? Appreciate you being in here. Better late than never, as you say. But yeah, if you look at the stats, you think this is like a 2017 game. But no, Colts are up 20-3. You can't let it off the foot. Can't put your foot off the gas, I should say. Under center, Gentry, single setback, stack to the right. Number 1 is in motion. Takes a snap. That's a handoff. Gentry trying to stretch that out. He breaks a tackle, runs over a defender, and picks up 10 yards and a first down. Oh, my goodness. Our defense look like ass right now. Bocce got freaking pancaked by a tight end. Shotgun running back to the right. Here comes a blitz off the edge. We're going to get this stop. Maybe. He's going to pick up a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 upcoming. And yes, I am a night shift manager at Steak and Shake. That's my full-time job besides what I do here. All right, under center, split receivers, single setback at the 38. Takes a snap, takes the handoff. We got a holding call. He don't even get back. The Gentry didn't even get back barely to the line of scrimmage, but I'm pretty sure we got a holding call here. Yep. This is going to be comeback. What up, Josh? Appreciate you being in here. Penalties decline. 3rd down and 9 upcoming. I don't know. This is a situation. 3rd and 9. You send a blitz here. Man, he had guys open everywhere. Why'd he take the check down? Right there, he was holding them. You can be on top of him, but you can't hold him down. Shotgun. 3 receivers to his left, running back to his right. Man in motion's Myers. Takes a snap. Here comes the pressure. Oh, pocket was collapsing. Bad throw. Great coverage by Ward, and we force a punt. What do you know? I don't mind working. My coworkers are pretty good. When I started there, it was pretty bad. No, there is no Steak and Shakes that are 24 hours anymore. Ever since at least as far as I know, ever since COVID. It's like they took away servers. But my store, and that ball went out of bounds at about the 32-yard line where the Colts will take over. But my store here in Marion started off poorly. It was really, really, really bad. And we got a new manager. store manager, and he cleaned it up, got rid of bad employees, focused on customer service, things of that nature. And now we are getting nothing but good reviews on the internet and things of that nature. So our store, I'm glad to work there. I'm glad I ain't got to drive an hour and 15. Shit, that's a hell of a drive for a little bit of money that I make. Now we got to come down here and score. Let's put these boys away. Jonathan Taylor having shit ass yardage today. We need to just start feeding him on stretch plays, right? Toss sweeps, stretches, things of that nature. The Colts cannot get any push up the gut. So we got to get him in space somehow with the ball in his hands. But right now, shout out Michael Pittman Jr., Josh Downs. They're both playing excellent football right now at the wide receiver position. Oh, I agree. I don't think he is. I don't think Goncalves is 100% right now. But you also got to remember they're dealing with Max Crosby, who's having himself a good game too. Even though he ain't got a sack right now, he's got some batted passes. He's got stops in the run game, things of that nature, some pressures. He's still affecting the game really, really well. But I got a feeling that Daniel Jones has found himself a permanent home. And the Colts, I feel like, hey, appreciate you, Dragon. I feel like the Colts finally have themselves a franchise quarterback. Double wing formation, single setback, toss sweep. He drops the damn football, picks it back up, gets a yard. Jonathan Taylor dropped the pitch. Wow. You don't see that every day. He looked up before the ball was secured. We got lucky on that. 2nd down and 9. They're doing what I'm saying to do, which is weird. Shotgun, 3 receivers to his right, running back to his left, takes a snap, takes 3-step drop, looks, got time, throws over the middle. Ooh, Doolin got nailed. Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 9 upcoming. Taylor did a great job of pass protection. That ball was just a little out of reach for Doolin. Oh, that could have been picked. That was definitely could have got picked. Shotgun, same look. Split receivers, however, stacked to the right. Running back to his right. Now no longer stacked. Now that Warren, here comes the pressure. Looks, throws over the middle. Wide open, caught by Doolin to the 46-yard line and a 1st down in the Colts territory. Hell to the yeah. That was another really great pass. Threw it low so that no one had a shot of it getting bounced up. He actually threw that the way he threw that was a very damn good pass. He threw it low so that Doolin could catch it on the slide so he wouldn't get lit up. That was smart by Daniel Jones. Jones in shotgun, single setback. Offset now is Warren. Takes the hand, throws back to Taylor. Gets to about the 39. Pick up a 7. 2nd down and 3 upcoming. For the most part, Daniel Jones has looked very good, even against really good defenses. Granted, this isn't considered a good defense, but they're playing run D really, really well. Under center, single setback. Warren in motion. Offsets it. We're going to hand it off. Taylor got a big hole. He's got a hole, and he gets all the way to about the 27-yard line before he's tripped up. First down. Now he's picking up. That was a nice hole right there. Opened up on the right side off tackle. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. Holy crap. Quentin Nelson took his guy for a ride all the way over to the freaking parking lot. Under center, double wing, single setback. Hands the ball off. Taylor cuts it up the gut. Picks up about 3. Quentin Nelson rode his guy all the way to the airport and packed his bags for him. My goodness. Taylor going out wide, empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. Quick pass to Downs. Cuts it in the middle. Downs dives. First down. And it's first down for the Colts. And they're just moving the football down the field. Colts finally leading the game in yardage. Took this long to get the lead in yardage. Josh Downs having a good game. All right, under center, right wing formation, left wing formation. We're going to hand the ball off. Taylor's got a cut, makes another cut, made a man miss at the hole, picks up 3 or 4. Second down and 7 upcoming. Oh, he made 45. He took 45 stole right there. Oh, my goodness. They're going to give him 4 on that carry. Second and 6. Second and a long 6. At the 12. Need to get to the 6-yard line for a first down. Under center, single setback. We're going to hand it off. He's going to cut outside. He's going to break a tackle. Taylor, first down to the 5-yard line. First and goal at the 5. Taylor getting it going now. As I said, get some stretch plays and get some toss sweeps for this guy. Utilize the edge blocking. Utilize Quentin Nelson as the puller and edge blocking, and use Taylor's speed. We can't run it up the gut. Use the edges. Great job. Here we go, under center. Warren in motion. We're going to toss sweep this sucker to the left. He's going to cut inside, get to nearly the 1-yard line. Second and goal at the 1. Let's do a halfback dive, guys. Halfback dive. Look, Taylor earns a touchdown, in my opinion, here. Taylor earns the touchdown here. Let's run a halfback dive. You got 3 tries, 4 tries, technically. No, 3. Second and goal. Left wing formation, single setback, quarterback under center. We're going to take it. That's a halfback dive. He just walks in, touchdown. Oh, my goodness. They are calling the plays exactly as I'm calling them. The last 4 plays, running plays, are exact plays that I have called. Wow. All right. That was good run blocking right there. He definitely earned that. Definitely earned that. They're going to go for it again. 2-point attempt. Shotgun running back to the right, bunch to the left. Takes a snap. 4-man pressure. And there it's caught. 2-point conversion pass to Tyler Warren. And it's 28. Oh, there's a flag on the play. You kind of got to kick the extra point now, right? False start by Tyler Warren. I think that's what the call was. They're going to keep it on there and try to go for it. It's going to be a really long. I mean, we do have a kicker, just not a technical kicker. They got the 12-yard play here to get a 2-point conversion. Empty backfield. 3 receivers on the right. 4-man rush. Throws it. Hey, he ain't getting it. Pittman doesn't even come close. Still, they get 6 points. 26-3. Ooh, I almost hit end stream. Can't do that. Shout out to everybody that's in here. 40 of you. Please smash that like button if you haven't done it yet. I'd say you can look and see how the game is going and make your adjustments as the game's going. And you could tell they were clogging the middle. So that's when you want to run stretch and toss sweep. And they started doing that. And Taylor started getting yards. Now, in doing that, that's going to open the middle up some, right? Once you do the fourth quarter, maybe then you can run it up the gut. But right now, what they were doing on that drive was very, very smart. As you saw, right, it loosened them up with all those stretch and toss sweeps so that the run up the gut on the halfback dive at the 1-yard line worked like a charm. Worked like a charm because it opened them up and they weren't clogging the middle nearly as much. That's true as well, Carl. And Daniel's taking his shots downfield. Just not as many with Alec Pierce out. Right? All right. Taylor is almost 4 yards to carry now. 15 carries, 57 yards, 3.8 yards to carry, and 2 touchdowns. Daniel Jones, 19 of 28, 177, 2 tugs. That's 68% completion percentage for Daniel Jones so far. Real quick, got to give a shout out to my guy, Scotty Dice. Shout out, Scotty. Says go Colts. Drop $10 in the tip jar. Appreciate you, my guy, using that link in the description to put that money directly in my pocket. Thank you so much. I did miss the kickoff in doing that, but is what it is. Let me see what the play is now. They're at the 30-yard line, under center, single setback. Colts playing tight because they're tight. Man in motion is number one. We're going to hand the football. They're going to hand the football off to Gentry, and he's going to pick up a good 4. It'll be second down and 6 upcoming. They're running the ball well. Gentry is running the ball very well. Here we go again. Shotgun running back to his right. Split receivers. Takes the snap. 3-man rush. Nope, 4 is delayed. Intercepted! Intercepted, and he's taking it. He's going to go to the house, guys. Yeah, he went to the house. Guess who that was? That's the guy who tripped 2 weeks in a row, Mekhi Blackman. Pick 6 for Mekhi Blackman. Oh, my goodness. He jumped right in front. That was a bad pass by Geno Smith. I mean, a bad pass. Geno's madder than hell. Did he end up go? Oh, no. Blackman just jumped the route. There was 2 guys there that was going to pick that. Did he step out? He did. He did. At the 6-7 yard line. Colts have the ball at the 6-7 yard line. Still an interception return by Mekhi Blackman. That's 2 picks today for Geno Smith. There was a guy really close to him, that offensive lineman, and he was trying to avoid him. All right, shotgun running back to his right. First and goal at the 6 yard line. Takes a snap. We're going to hand the ball off. Taylor right up gut. Gets to the 2. Wait, was that Taylor? Okay, it is. All right. Second and goal at the 2. Upcoming. Sorry about that. Same look. Same. Oh, he made a guy touchdown. Jonathan Taylor dove it in. And Taylor now, that man's got 3 tugs, don't he, this game? Right? He's got 3 touchdowns rushing. Jonathan Taylor has 3 rushing touchdowns today. Oh, is the new guy? It was. Damn it, that wasn't Jonathan Taylor. How do you not give it to Jonathan Taylor? Going for 2. Snap. Quick pass. Missed it. 32-3. We can't get a 2-point conversion to save our lives. Oh well, we're sharing the love here. Not yet. I know we're up 29 points. Wait till the 4th quarter. I'd wait till the 4th quarter. I know we're up 4 scores 7 years ago, but still. But it is nice. Up 29. One thing we can say, guys, the Colts red zone offense has looked a lot better this week than it has in the past. Am I wrong? Red zone offense. I mean, we've been scoring in the red zone, but it's been a lot of field goals mostly. Not this game. We've literally scored touchdowns on every drive that we've scored on. I hear you, KDC. The game's parlay was 49. The Colts might hit that by themselves, huh? I don't want to see AR yet. Still lots of game left. Still over 20 minutes left. There's plenty of time for the Raiders to make a comeback. I don't want AR in yet. All right. Let's see what happens. Kickoff already happened. They're going to take it at the 35. Still over 20 minutes a game. It's too early. All right. Under center, big formation, single setback. Colts. Let's see what happens here. 35, first and 10. Man in motion's number one again. They're going to sweep it to the right, and he's got a hole. He's going to get pushed out of bounds around the 40-yard line. He's going to pick up they're going to give him 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4 here. I wouldn't be surprised if AR does come in, but at the same time, I would rather us make another drive with Daniel Jones. Shotgun running back to his right. They're going to hand it off right up the gut, and he gets blasted after a pickup of 2. And that's Depot said, nah, not today, my big dude. I'm bigger. Third down and 1. Depot threw off his guy big time. I mean, he just threw him away. The blocker, that was amazing. All right. Third down and 1. Under center. Right wing formation. Now it's a double wing formation. Quarterback sneak. I don't think he got it. I think he got stopped. Fourth down and 1 upcoming, ladies and gentlemen. Good job by the defense there to get a stop. They got to go for it. They got to go for it. They're down 4 touchdowns. They got to go for it. Good job by Zaire getting in there and putting him back. They're going to go for it here. He didn't even get a yard out of that. They're going to hand it off to the running back. He gets stopped by his own player, and the Colts get a fourth down turnover, downs. And the Colts D stopped them. Grover Stewart blew that play up. Our defensive tackles are playing outstanding football. Between Defoe and Stewart, we got one of the best defensive tackle combos in the league. pass defense has been ass. Our run defense has been ass, but they're getting timely stops. And that's good. They're now Raiders are now 5 of 9. We're 8 of 9 on third down. 196 yards total for the Raiders, 4.9 yards per play. The Colts are only getting 5.1 yards per play. Colts have 240 total offensive yards to 196. But they've got 79 yards rushing. We only got 63. Now we're beating them up in passing yards, and the turnovers is what's really helped. You got 2 interceptions, and we've gotten 2 sacks. And we've had a very clean offense thus far. So that helps out a lot. I know. That's me. I'm always looking to see better. Okay. Always looking to see better. I mean, Gentry is averaging almost 5 yards a carry on 14 carries. That's not good average, right? And Geno's still throwing 67% completions. Now, granted, the interceptions and the fact that we're not giving up big yardage, that helps. Most of his stuff is check downs, other than that one pass when Mekhi Blackman tripped over his own feet. Again, get that man some new cleats. Good Lord. All right. Let's see who's in the field. Under center, Daniel Jones, double wing, takes the snap. Oh, he's going for the marbles. What a catch at the 10-yard line by Ashton Doolin. What a throw by Daniel Jones. Wow. That was a gorgeous pass. Great catch. Beautifully delivered. Daniel Jones out there just playing great football right now. First and goal at the 9. We're going to hand it off. Taylor lowers his shoulder, picks up 3.5, gets to the 6. Second and goal at the 6. Come on. Get Taylor his 3rd touchdown. Shotgun, running back to his left, split receivers, or right, I'm sorry. We're going to hand it off. Walk-in touchdown, untouched. Jonathan Taylor, 3rd touchdown of the game for Taylor. Untouched to the end zone. Now we can put AR in now that we're up 5 touchdowns. Untouched. I'm pretty sure Jonathan Taylor leads the league in rushing touchdowns. Going for 2 again. Remember, we got 6 points that are off the board just because of failed 2-point. Oh, we're going to run it this time. Taylor gets it. 40-3, ladies and gentlemen. First time we actually got one. Yes. Yes, I agree now, Val. Now you could put AR in. Now you could put AR in. We're up 5 touchdowns. You could put AR in. Hell, Jonathan Taylor has 6 touchdowns. He may not be leading the league right now. I don't know. I thought he had 3 touchdowns last week. Oh, well. I agree. We could put him in now. When you're up 5 tugs, walking into the fourth quarter, get the damn camera. Sorry. This has got to be the most lopsided win of the day, right? I mean, it has to be, right? Thus far, Texans are winning 41-10. Well, that's close. Predicted a little low. So did I. All right, they take it out to the 34. That's where the Raiders will get the ball. What up, Indianapolis? Appreciate you. Hey, Scooby Doo. Thanks for coming in. Guys, if you haven't smashed that like button yet, I'd appreciate it. Shotgun running back to the right. Man in motion is Myers. Colts sending a blitz. Where's the hold at? Woo! That might have been a sack. No, they're going to give Gino. There's a flag on the play. It's got to be a hold, right? There's got to be a hold on that because it looked like there was hold. Yeah. It looked like there was a hold early on a double team at that, on one of the defensive tackles. Yep, right there. I thought so. Right there, too. Forsyth. There was one on the double team, too. 1st and 20 at the 24-yard line. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, running back to the left. Man, send another blitz. 4-man pressure, quick throw. They're just playing zone now. Colts are just playing soft zone. They're going to give up a lot. Just like what they did against the Titans, guys. They're going to play soft zone, let them trickle down the field, score touchdowns. That's what they're going to do. They're trying to eat clock. This right now is called garbage time. Shotgun, running back to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Colts showing blitz. They're not, though. Quick dump off. You're going to pick up 6 to the 40. Mekhi Blackman with the tackle. Mekhi Blackman, Ward, and I'm not sure who the other corner is right now. Off the top of my head. Same look, 3 receivers to the right, running back to the left. 3rd down and 4. 4 down territory for them, obviously. Down 37. Motion. Colts send everybody and their mom. Quick pass out to the side. Incomplete. They're going to hit Mekhi for a holding call. They're going to hit Mekhi Blackman for holding. I don't. 2 fouls on the same player. How's that sound familiar? We had that again earlier this game. Mekhi Blackman has been big time. He's got an interception, but he's been absolutely booty cheeks this game. He's been booty cheeks all year. We got to get a new corner. Blackman's been worse than Howard. And I tried to tell you guys this in my video. Howard had a bad game against the Rams when it came to, or not Rams. Was it the Titans or was it the Rams? No, it was the Titans. But he had a pretty good game against the Rams, even though, it was just really good quarterback receiver combination. Colts 39. Takes the snap, 1st and 10. Here comes the pressure. It is a screen caught from behind. He's going to pick up about 5. 2nd down and 5.5 to go. Yes, we need Jones back. But we also need a backup because Mekhi Blackman is not it. Shotgun. They're going to hand it off to Genty. And he's tripped up at the goal line. He's going to pick up 2. It'll be 3rd down and 3 upcoming. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. This is 100% garbage time, but still no excuse to sit here and play soft zone the whole time. You mean would not have, Sierra? I get what you're saying. I mean, at that point, he was betting on the Colts, right? You shouldn't even be betting on games at all because you're a football player, right? You got inside information on stuff. You should not be allowed to bet on in football. It was his mistake. He did. You that's a situation where you had to let him go. Had to. What up, James? Appreciate you, man. I know, and that's what we're going to have to do because every coach in the NFL is going to do that when you're up 5 touchdowns. Walking into the 4th quarter, you're going to see soft zone the entire quarter. It's going to be all about keep everything in front of you. Don't let a big play happen and eat clock. But to me, I don't like it, but it is what it is. It's called strategizing at that point. But people look at the score when they score 2 or 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter and go, well, this really wasn't that bad of a game. But then you got the whole, really it was a 5 touchdown lead. They only scored 3 points walking into the 4th quarter. I mean, come on. Yeah, Texans have 41, but they gave up 10, Daniel. They gave up 10. So we're winning by bigger numbers. And let's face it, I mean, I'll take the quarterback of the Raiders right now over the quarterback that's playing for the Ravens, because the Ravens are at Lamar Jackson is the Ravens, him and Henry, right? Shotgun, running back to the left, 3 receivers to the right, 3rd down and 4 at the 33. The Colts 33. They are in field goal range. They take the snap. Here comes a quick blitz. Ward had him for a loss. And it broke Ward's tackle. Almost got to the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and a foot. Ward had him for a loss. Oh, where's the face mask and the hold? Oh, throw a flag. Dude, there was a face mask and a hold. Fourth down and 1. They're going to fake the handoff. It's a quick pass out to the sideline. Tight end catches it, rolls out of bounds at the 23-yard line, 1st down. There was a face mask and a hold on that offense that was not called. Nick Cross got beat bad on that play. Nick Cross is not a guy who I like in coverage, honestly. He's more of a box safety. But I guess I'd rather have a Nick Cross on a tight end than one of our linebackers. Shotgun, running back to his left, trips to the right, takes a snap. He's looking. He's quick throw out to the sideline, and he's going to step out of bounds after a pickup of 7 as Myers. And Jacoby gets them even more in field goal range. They're just trickling down the field. Gino's had a really bad, couple weeks. Shout out to Greg out here dropping money like crazy. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Shotgun, running back to the right, trips to his left. Now the running back switches to the left. Takes the pitch, looks. He's throwing towards the end zone. Intercepted! Oh, Cross dropped the pick. Oh! Nick Cross had an interception in his hands in the end zone and dropped it. Just dropped it. Cam Bynum was right there. Cam was like, dude. 3rd and 3 at the 17. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, running back to the right. Colts got 5 men on the line. 4-man rush. He gets pushed out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. Is it? Yeah, it's late. It's probably a holding call on the defense. Probably a holding call on the defense. Unnecessary roughness on Zaire Franklin. Automatic 1st down, half the distance to the goal line. What the hell, Zaire? Dude was already engaged. You just don't run up and knock him down when it's outside the 2-yard line. Shotgun, 1st and 10 at the 5. Split receivers. Running back to his left. Myers in motion. Takes a snap. Latu! Oh, no, Franklin! Well, Zaire made up for that shit. He come in like a rocket for a big-time sack. Oh, my goodness. All right. Zaire, you're forgiven. What a sack. Big sack all the way back to the 20. Second and goal at the 20. Or they're calling it 19. Either way, shotgun. Takes the snap. Takes the handoff. Throws towards the end zone. Good coverage right there. Third down and goal. Chris Lamont's on the coverage. Here we go, guys. Shotgun, running back to his right. Split receiver, spread wide. Four-man rush coming in. Throws towards the back of the end zone. Off the fingertips of Myers. That's Chris Lamont's again. Fourth and goal. Lamont's is our nickel right now. Oh, no, they're putting him out on the outside. Good. No, yeah, he's our nickel. They're playing man right now. And they're doing a good job. I like Lamont's at nickel. He's a good backup. I'd rather have Lamont's than Mike Hilton, personally. They're going to kick a field goal here. And he made it. Oh, crap. The Colts gave up 6 points this game. Fire everybody. They gave up 6 points. I mean, that's some players. All right, that's some fans, right? Just to put points on the board, Sierra. That's why. They knew that the odds of scoring a touchdown there was slim to none. They knew that the odds of coming back to win this game is slim to none. So they just wanted to put some more points on the board. I don't have a problem with that. They did a good job. Red zone. So the defense that you play there. Yes, I think we see AR Colts for Super Bowl. Fire Lou. That's some Gus Bradley BS. Hold on. Where is he? We need our local. We need our local Gus Bradley aficionado. Where's TJ Joe at? He's our local Gus Bradley aficionado. He knows everything there is to know about Gus Bradley. Now you put in the second team. All right. You put in the second team offense. You put in the second team defense. The problem is our defense is so banged up that it's just the same players that was in beforehand. So I don't know. Greg, here's the deal. Not only do I have a 5-minute wait from subscribing, but I also changed it. No one can make more than one comment every 3 seconds or every 30 seconds. So that's, I think, why. Okay. Because you know how bots are. They got to drop a bunch at once. So if they can't drop a bunch at once, that kills that. I think I finally figured out how to keep the bots out. Anthony Richardson walking into the field. 50.6 completion percentage. Our offense is so bad, we had to bench Daniel Jones. All right, here we go. Under center, right wing formation, single setback. Gould in motion. Takes a snap. We're going to hand it off. He's going to run the football. He's going to push up past the 20 to about the 21. Pick up about 3, second down and 7 upcoming. Watch King Kamehameha. What's up? Don't get hurt, AR. Dude, that's a scary situation, right? How messed up would it be if he got hurt coming in to relieve a blowout? That'd be messed up. All right, here we go. Shotgun, running back to the right. Right wing formation, 2 receivers to the left. Second down and 7 at the 19. Takes a snap. We're going to hand it off. Oh, nice hole up the gut. Picks up about 9 and a first down. Is Giddens. TJ Giddens. We're just going to eat clock and run the football. Eat clock, run the football. Shout out to everybody in here. I appreciate all of you guys. 42 of you in here. Thanks so much. I've had a really good day today. As in, I really enjoyed today. There was some ups and downs, right? But not like last week. Shotgun, right wing formation. Same look as last play. Takes a snap. Same play. Giddens right up the gut. And the line's just going to push everybody down the field. He's going to pick up 7, 8 yards. Second down and short upcoming. Steve snap. Quarterback sneak for a long touchdown. 9.5 minutes left in the game. This will be the fastest fourth quarter maybe in the history of football. Right wing formation, same exact look as the previous 2. Except this time he's going to throw a pick. He just threw a completion to himself. What the hell? Dude, AR just threw a completion to himself. What the holy mother of crap? Anthony Richardson threw a ball, got batted in the air, he caught it, and then ran with it, picked up some yardage. I think he got a first down out of it. He's like, no, I can't have an interception on my first pass of the year. All right, under center, right wing formation, Gould in motion, single setback. It was a first down. Handoff, Giddens. Runs into a wall. Second down and 10 upcoming. That'll be on a highlight play. Guaranteed. Anthony Richardson's first highlight play of the year will be a completion to himself for a first down. Guaranteed. Under center. Right wing. Single setback. Hand the ball off. He gets hit in the backfield, but picks up a yard. Third down and 9 upcoming. Dude, they still got their starting defense out there. Crosby is still out on the field for the Raiders. What the hell? So just to remind everybody that's in here, channel members will get early access to all of my uploaded videos. It could be like a few hours. It could be a day. Either way, it's always early access. Shotgun. First throw for Anthony. Second throw. Oh, he's going for all the marbles. And he just threw that ball away. The Colts have to punt. Colts have to punt. A.D. Mitchell was out there, and Anthony Richardson was throwing it to him. And somebody did not know what the hell they were doing. Mitchell didn't know whether or not he was supposed to go deep. Here comes the punt. They're going to take a 5-yard penalty. Little less than 7 minutes left in the game. I don't think there's a team out there that scored 35 points in less than 7 minutes. I don't think that's ever been done. 35 points in a quarter, I think that's happened. And fair catch at the 10. Sorry, I'm relaxed. My back hurts, guys. So I'm leaning back for a second. Yeah, Anthony Richardson's so upset he's only making completions to himself. He says, screw it. Nobody's getting any completions. Just me. I'm either going to hand it off to the running back or I'm going to throw me the ball. Really, there's no point in sitting here, but I'm going to anyhow because you guys are my people. What up, Tempest? Didn't expect a 40-6 score. Ain't that the truth? Just chilling. Yeah, I think that's about the most. I don't think anyone scored 35 points in 7 minutes. Well, points off turnovers this season. 4th most points off turnovers in the NFL. 7th most takeaways. Not bad. What up, Carl? Hillbilly, what's up? Richard's only completed himself. Shows why the quarterback. Yeah. All right, running up the gut. Picks up a yard. 2nd and 10 upcoming. That's Raheem Mozart. Shotgun running back to the right, split receivers. Takes a snap, 4-man rush. Throws over to the sideline. Tight end catches the football, makes a guy miss before he's pushed out of bounds. First down. 1st and 10 now. Appreciate you, Daniel. Let's hit 50. Come on, guys. If you haven't hit the like button yet, do so. At least get me 50 for the day. At the 21-yard line, shotgun. Myers in motion, bunch formation to the right, takes a snap. 4-man rush, quick throw over there. Lamont grabs him, picks him. 4 or 5 yard completion. All right. About 5 minutes left in the game. Shotgun. 3 receivers to his left, running back to the right. 2nd and 5. 1 in motion, takes a snap. 4-man rush. Throws over to gut, and that's caught by number 1 to the 43-yard. Or no, that's Jacoby Myers to the 43-yard line. Jacoby's been pretty quiet today. Jacoby's their all-around receiver, picked up from New England. I did a film room on him back when he was a rookie. Really liked him. 2 receivers to the right, running back to the left. It's kind of like an Ashton Doolin style guy. Kind of good at everything. Here comes a 4-man rush again. Guy got beat. He has to throw that early. He does, and he's going to get the first down. Pickup of 10 to the Colts 47-yard line. Yep. We are in trash time right now. Colts are definitely, for the last couple drives, have been playing umbrella zone. There's the handoff to Genty. He's going to pick up 5. Or no, that's Mozart. Oh yeah, Greg, this is by far the best team we've had. If we ever get our secondary healthy, we're going to be good, like really good. Shotgun, handoff, Mozart picks up 4, 3rd and 1. Yeah, here's the deal, and this is my opinion. We get Jalen Jones back, and Kenny Moore, and Alec Pierce. I'll pick the Colts against any team in the NFL. I don't think there's a team the Colts can't beat when healthy. Period. That is my personal opinion. I think they could beat the Bills. I think they could beat the Eagles. I think they could beat anyone. All right. Shotgun, 3rd and 1. Takes a snap. Here comes the rush. He throws it over the middle. Easy completion to the 28-yard line to Buckner. Turner, overdrive. BTO gets the catch for the first down. Some of you will get that reference. Some of you will not. Shotgun. Takes a snap, hands the ball off. Mozart now cuts it back. Takes up about 4. Past the 25. Is there any of you in here that think what I said was wrong? That when healthy right now, the way the Colts are playing, if they get their secondary healthy and you get Alec Pierce back, we can beat anybody. Absolutely, Val. Absolutely. Here's something for you. I can honestly say, before the Colts signed Daniel Jones, and everybody here knows it, I wanted Daniel Jones to be signed by the Colts because I said he's better than people give him credit for. The Giants held him back. He'd be great in Shane Steichen's offense. I said that for the last 2 years. I got laughed at by so many people. Then when we did sign him, everybody was making fun of that. Then when he got named the starter, people were just trashing the hell out of him. I had Daniel Jones's back the entire time. I did. Here we go. I wanted DJ before the Colts drafted AR. Yes. It was that year that Daniel Jones was the end of his contract and the Giants gave him that $40 million a year extension, right? I said the Colts need to go after him. I'm telling you. Yes, I've been on the Daniel Jones hype train this whole time. Absolutely. And yes, I think the Colts can beat anybody. I agree, but would we have made the playoffs the last couple of years with Daniel Jones at quarterback? How good would this team have been? Huh? We don't know what would have happened. There was time that one game, 1 yard away. We could have been winning 10, 11, 12 games a year with Daniel Jones and been perennial freaking playoff guys. There's a first down run by Mozart. Minute 24 left. And obviously, you get to the playoffs, anything can happen then. Shotgun. Under a minute left. They're going to take shots at the end zone here. Here comes the pressure. Sack! Sack! We got a sack, ladies and gentlemen. Ibukam gets himself a sack. That's the third one of the night. Yeah, the Jags are playing pretty good football. They got a really good their offense. The Jags' offense hasn't been great, but their defense has been playing outstanding. All right, they're going to hand the ball off to Mozart. He's going to pick up about 4.5, and that'll be the end of the game. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The Indianapolis Colts win 40-6. My goodness. 40-6. Hell yeah. That's a statement game. I just want to look at something real quick. Legitimately. The Raiders ain't been blown out like that at all this year. Game 1, 2013, Raiders won. Game 2 against the Chargers, 20-9. Commanders did blow them out 41-24, but it wasn't like this, right? The Bears, 25, beat them barely on a blocked field goal. And now the Colts, 40-6, just routed the holy shit out of the Raiders. Come on. Appreciate all you guys. If you haven't smashed yet, please smash that like button. Shaquille Leonard, I think, retired as a Colt. I don't know if he did today. I don't know. I know he did this week. They were talking about it. Anyhow, appreciate each of you. And until next time, I'm Lawrence Owen. This is Colts Law. And as usual, I want you to have a good one.